Hello from Cookbook Divas. This is Carrie, and it's about 45 minutes until happy hour at my house, which is our daytime tradition, even on work days. This is the Downton Abbey Cocktail Book, and I'm going to look through it today with you. I haven't peeked inside. It's Appropriate Libations for All Occasions. Foreword by Julian Fellowes. Let's check it out. I'm a huge Downton Abbey fan, and I'd love to hear if anybody here has been watching Gilded Age, the brand new Julian Fellowes show on HBO and HBO Max. I wonder if there'll be some Gilded Age cocktail books. Look how gorgeous this is. I don't know if you can see that it's metallic. There's a little ribbon for marking your place to your favorite cocktail. I never get tired of seeing the costumes from the show. This is a really nicely done, this is gilded too. Weldon Owen is the publisher. That is making me thirsty for happy hour. I just did a Downton Abbey rewatch in October and November. After I had surgery and was laying around in bed for weeks, I rewatched the entire series. It was awesome. And who doesn't love Molesley? Table of contents. The library is chapter 1, stirred drinks and after dinner drinks. Number 2 is the grounds, refreshing drinks. Number 3, the great hall, party drinks. Number 4, the drawing room, pre-dinner drinks and hangover helpers. Good to know. And chapter 5, the village, everyday drinks. Now I can't show you the entire book, so I'm just going to pick through a little and find some highlights. Glassware that we'll need. Mary and Edith, looking all Art Deco and gorgeous. Chapter 1, the library, stirred drinks and after dinner drinks. Here's the Old Pal. It makes one cocktail. In the early 1910s, Scottish-born barman Harry McElhenney or something was hired by the American-born owner of the New York bar in Paris to run the operation. Later, he bought the place, renamed it Harry's New York Bar, blah, 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 and he invented this. Okay, and it uses rye whiskey or Canadian whiskey, dry vermouth, Campari, and an orange twist. Old-fashioned. The Cheerful Charlie's, otherwise known as a Downton-inspired variation on the Old Pal. It's served in a coupe glass. I like that every recipe here has the glass you should do. And over here are some little quotes from the episode. Here's a hanky-panky, also served in a coupe glass, with Fernet Branca, which is not something I keep in the house, gin and sweet vermouth. The Marigold. Okay, I have to skip ahead because I can't show you everything, but here's one called the Bosom Caresser. A London cocktail, served in a cocktail. That looks very refreshing. It's absinthe, gin, simple syrup, and bitters. A Sherry Flip. Ooh. A Japanese cocktail, a Boulevardier, which is coming back, and I've had it a lot here in Seattle lately. I mean, not a lot. I wasn't like drinking in the street or anything. Just every time I've gone to an outdoor restaurant, I've asked for a Boulevardier. Here's a Baltimore eggnog cocktail. Morning Coat. Oh, there's Branson. Coffee cocktail. Some photos of everyone all dressed up on the set of the show. Now we're in chapter 2, the grounds, refreshing drinks. A sidecar, one of my other favorites. A raspberry gin fizz, a Ramos gin fizz. Something called the Downton Air, involving gin and Kochi Americano or Kochi Americano. A summer cup. A Sub Rosa Summer, and our favorite bad guy. I like to root for him. A daiquiri, a green swizzle, something called the Clover Club. Looks like a Cosmo, but it's gin and dry vermouth and lemon juice, egg white raspberry syrup. A mint julep, a daisy, a John Collins, a mason daisy that they made up for the book. This is awesome. A champagne cobbler, something called the Last Word. The Final Say, there's Granny. The Great Hall. Party drinks. I miss throwing parties. I will this summer outside in the spring. A New York Sour. That looks really good. It's whiskey, simple syrup, lemon juice, seltzer water, and claret. Floating on top, I guess? Wow. something called the Lady's Maid, Tea Punch, brandy crusted Turkish attaché. Okay, and a beautiful picture of Mary. Let's keep going. A Prince of Wales cocktail and the history behind it. A Wild Rose, a French 75, which I've been drinking at bars occasionally, although I'm not a gin fan. The Boothby, beautiful photography, by the way, don't you think? Planter's Punch, I love Planter's Punch. Something called Fish House Punch. That would be nice for winter. A White Lady, Prince of Wales Punch, a Wedding Coat. The Drawing Room, pre-dinner drinks and hangover helpers. A Morning Glory Fizz. Something called a Never Doubt. Clarkson's Antidote, Corpse Reviver number 1, Corpse Reviver number 2, the Valet, a Gin Ricky, a Moselle Cup, a Brandy Shrub, something called Donk, involving ruby port and Scotch whiskey, a Knickerbocker, a Bijou, Reggie's Letter. Now we're in the village. Everyday drinks. That sounds boring, but it's not. Okay, ginger beer. Okay, yeah. Improved ginger beer. A Rob Roy, a Black Velvet, a Bloody Mary. A Stout Sangaree. I don't know what that is. A Bobby Burns, an Orangeade, a Tom and Jerry. It'll be interesting to read the history behind that. An Old Fashioned, a Manhattan, my favorite, a Dry Martini. Okay. Hot buttered rum, etc. And the end of the beautiful book. Wow, this would be a great gift book for the Downton fan in your life or the cocktail connoisseur. If you enjoyed this or if you own this, please drop us a comment in the comments area below. Let us know if you've made any cocktails out of this. Ooh, I'm so excited. And this is not a library book, so I get to keep it. This is Cookbook Divas signing off. You can see more of our cookbook videos here on YouTube. We also post cookbook news to Facebook and Instagram at Cookbook Divas. And we have a blog and a podcast too if you want to look further. Thanks so much for watching.